Hello, today is a very special video. I'm working on a collaboration challenge with my really good friend and fellow artist Julie Vatcher. If you haven't seen any of Julie's work, do check out her channel. She does these beautiful landscape paintings combining acrylic pouring with other techniques. Really lovely work. So Julie came up with a title for a painting and we just had carte blanche as to what we wanted to do. The title Julie came up with was The Colour of Snow. Now, snow, as we know, is white. However, because it's white, it reflects. So there's so many possibilities you can do, especially with a landscape. If you've got yellow in the sky, then you're going to see yellow in the snow, etc. So I spent quite a lot of time thinking about what I was going to do. And I am going to be doing a landscape, but it's going to be quite a graphic landscape. It's not meant to be too realistic. The canvas I'm working on is a 50 by 40, and this is going to be the land part, and that's going to be the sky. So you're seeing it sideways at the moment. Now for the sky, I'm going to have a really dark cloud here. Really, really dark. And then it's going to go lighter up here, but not in a graduation. There's going to be quite a stark contrast between the lighter sky and the darker sky. And where they meet, I'm going to, by hand, once it's dry, most probably add some flashes of yellow and white to represent the sun, which is behind the cloud, which is starting to break through. I saw a sky like this the other day and I just thought, oh, that's stunning. So that's what I'm going to do. So you can have dark, flash of light here, and then kind of a lighter sky with blues and greys. For the land part, I'm going to have hills and with the snow. And on the snow, there may be traces of a bit of yellow because of this breakthrough of the sun here. I may even put some pink in there for the shadows. Even though I hate pink, I'll see how it goes. But that's the plan for this part. Now I'm going to be adding some trees kind of around here. But they're going to be white trees and they're going to be sitting on the dark sky, so they're going to really leap out. And I may even do a little flock of birds flying off. I've got jackdaws in the garden and they like flying in groups of them. So I may do a little tail of birds flying here, but they're going to be white. So this is what I'm saying, it's going to be quite graphical because it's based on nature, but I'm kind of using extremes of colour. But not too much extremes in the snow, more in the sky. Now, I haven't been very well and I haven't poured for a month. I had shingles, which is really horrible, but I'm feeling a lot better now. I had to tidy the whole studio up and mix up loads of new paint for this, but it's good to be back in the swing of things. So for my colours, these are the two colours I'm going to be using for the really dark cloud. And you can see they're just so dark compared to these other ones, but I really wanted this contrast. And I've kind of got like a grey, very dark grey, and the neutral blue grey here. And that's going to be kind of a mix for those. And then the rest of the sky is going to be tones of white, these kind of more kind of blue greys, but I've mixed them with white to get various tones of them. I've got a bit of blue, which I'm going to put in, but most of the sky I'm going to stir together. So it's going to be blended. However, where you've got the dark against the light part, that's going to be quite a strong contrast. For the land part, I'll add the colours as I go along. I've got some hints of yellow here as well. I'm using 5 cups for my flipped cup sky, and I layer the paints quite gently, but I am stirring it, so I will get quite a blended kind of feel to the painting. Good luck, guys. Right, haven't done this for a while. I'm a bit nervous. Good luck, guys. Okay. Oh, that is very dark. I blended it quite a lot. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Oh, I've got a big gap there. Let's see what we can do about that. See that reaction there? So the grey has been mixed with base, that's house paint, and the lightest of the blue greys has been mixed with the house paint, and that gives these cells and this reaction. So they're kind of meant to be like clouds. When I tilt, I will over tilt it. Hopefully you'll see when I do it. That's the plan. Now I've got a big gap here, so I may have to put another cup here, but I'll just tilt with what I've got. So I'm going to spread these out to cover the canvas, and this is just going to help with the tilting. Okay, I've just eased back some of these bits that I didn't like. Sometimes you get stuff popping up that you don't like. So you've got this lovely dark here, and then there's going to be those beautiful white trees here, and then all the snow here. So that's contrast going to be fab. I don't know if you can see, but I've got some beautiful lacing with against the purple colour I've used and the blue. Really gorgeous. And then you've got some fluffy clouds here. Really pleased. Now, because I've left quite a lot of paint on the canvas, I'm going to let it sit for a while. So I'm going to most probably do the land part tomorrow. I'm just trying to think if I need to straighten this up a bit, which I could do now. So I'll most probably paint over this. I'm going to get rid of that. Just scrape it off. Looking good. So once it's dryish, and I've added some of the land, I will re-evaluate it to see whether I want to put that flash of light in there or not. Okay, it's the next day. The top part's partly dried, so I'm going to start building the base. I'm going to have lots of snow. I'm going to take it to as far as I can, and then I'll let it dry, and then I'll add more detail afterwards. put some very light colours in here. I haven't quite decided the kind of composition, so I just put some hints of colour in, and I'm going to just let it all dry. The main point was just to get some coverage on this lower part, some paint on there. Here's a close-up of the final painting. You can see I've done quite a lot of work adding kind of grasses and maybe a hint of a fence, but all quite low-key, and the trees have turned out really well. They're still quite graphical, but hopefully they do look like trees and not like lettuces. And then adding the birds has added that kind of movement to the painting. I didn't add the flash of yellow kind of sun coming out of the clouds because I just didn't think it needed it. I'm really pleased with the final painting. It's turned out pretty much what I was hoping for, and the light part of the sky is just really beautiful. Here's Julie's final painting, and it made me laugh when I saw it because we've both gone for dark skies. They're actually quite similar paintings. I've put a link to Julie's video in the description, so do please check out her video. I hope you've enjoyed this collaboration video. Do take care, and I'll speak to you in the new year.